Hi everyone, some of you may know me already. I am Mariel Kaney. I am the Hearts Women's captain and I'm also a solicitor. I'm going to do a day in the life of to let you see what a typical day in lockdown has been like for me over the last few months, and how we've adapted to working from home and training from home by ourselves. So hopefully it'll be interesting for you. Morning folks, quite an early start this morning. It's about 5:45, but for a change it's a nice day, so no rain and doesn't look like too much wind, so I'm going to go out for a long cycle. It's something I started during lockdown, but I'm finding it quite helpful because there's not a lot of impact on your legs, so I'm finding that I can cycle and run rather than just run all the time, and hopefully stay injury free. So it looks like a nice morning, so I'm going to grab some breakfast and then head out, and we'll see you for it. So that's me back from my cycle, showered and changed. Cycled about 32 miles, so I was quite happy with that. I quite enjoyed it. It wasn't too fast paced, it was just enjoying being out on a nice morning, really. So it's about 9 AM just now, so I'm just gonna make myself a nice omelette and then settle down to work for the day. So some of you might have heard the good news that we found out quite recently that a philanthropist has donated quite a significant amount of money to Scottish women's football. So it will be divided between the clubs. I think Premier League 1 clubs get a little bit more, and then Premier League 2 clubs get half of that, and then half again feeding down. But it's important that everybody gets something, and it's quite a significant amount for all clubs concerned. So yeah, it's an amazing surprise, and it's great to see that sort of investment in the game. So, and after that, I actually found out that another £100,000 had been donated by somebody else. So things are definitely looking up on the investment front, I think. I think women's football is becoming a much more attractive sport to be involved in, both from a sort of commercial capacity as well as everything else. So that's really positive going forward, and it'll definitely help out clubs going back after COVID-19, because that, you know, it's a struggle for every business, that includes football teams. So it's amazing for the women's game to get that, and it'll be up to the league to you know, keep bringing in that investment. But they've done a great job to get it, and then there's no conditions on what the clubs can do with it. It's theirs to spend as they see fit, really. So yeah, it's an amazing gesture, and one greatly received, and one that'll go a long way to helping us, certainly. So I've had a pretty productive day at work so far. I think I'm happy with what I've got done. I'm all set up for remote working during lockdown. So I work at the court service, and some of the courts are still open, so I'm in and out a little bit, but mostly we've been working from home. So just making the most of email and some new platforms. Video conferencing has become the new norm for many, I think. So things like Zoom has taken off massively for us. Things like Cisco Jabber, Cisco Meetings, and WebEx is a big one for the courts as well. So it's quite interesting to see the sort of digital improvements in the court, which is actually something that I was working on before lockdown, was modernising the court of session. But that project has kind of been parked because of lockdown and how much progress we've made in such a short space of time. So from that perspective, and the sort of digitisation of the court service, it's been phenomenal. So that's really positive, and I think for everybody working from home, everybody's working a little bit more flexibly and things. So I wonder what things will be like when we can go back to full-time office working, and whether there'll be some carryover to more flexible working, and I'm sure there will be. In terms of Hearts, unfortunately we were stopped after just one game into our new season, so feels like it's been a very long pre-season without much actual football being played over the last 7 months. So I think that's challenging in different ways for the girls, but it also brings you some new opportunities, and some people have picked up different hobbies and things to keep themselves going. But we've all been keeping in touch, again, just using video conferencing as much as we can, even things like FaceTime or WhatsApp, and just staying in touch as much as we can, doing our own little programmes and things. That we've all been playing football for a long time, so we know how to keep ourselves kind of going. And yeah, I think it's important. We had quite a new squad of players, so it's been an interesting challenge from that point of view, because it's people that you probably didn't know so well even before lockdown, so, and then you've sort of been thrown apart, so that's been challenging for us in particular, I think. But actually I think we've done a great job of keeping in touch, and people's picking up the phone and speaking to teammates and just staying close as we can. So it's about 6 o'clock now, and that's the end of the working day for me. Had quite a productive Monday, so I'm quite happy with that. Just about to grab a cup of coffee, and then I'm going to head out, enjoy the sunshine and go on a little run, I think, and do some stuff from the programme. So I hope you've enjoyed listening today. I hope some of it's been of interest, and thanks for all the support that you've given Hearts and Hearts Women. It's much appreciated.